Hi, I'm Katie Farrell with Dashing Dish. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a really simple sweet treat that is actually much better for you than the original version. So today I'm going to make puppy chow. I don't know if you've ever heard of puppy chow, but basically if you like anything that's chocolate and peanut butter and crunchy, then you will love this recipe. And I actually don't know where it got the original name puppy chow, but I think it's kind of cute, and I think any kid would definitely dive into this. So here we have the chocolate and the peanut butter, and you could actually buy, they have stevia sweetened chocolate chips these days. They have dairy-free chocolate chips, so lots of better options if you have allergies or you're sensitive to the sweeteners in chocolate or the dairy in chocolate. So we just melted some dark chocolate chips here, and that we did in a bowl just about 30 to 45 seconds until they start to become kind of melted like this. Then you add some peanut butter, and you can use natural peanut butter. You can use almond butter for this recipe if you like almond butter better. You could even use crunchy peanut butter, but the creamy I find mixes really well with the chocolate. And who doesn't love this combination? I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone would love to just try this right out of the bowl, right? So then you mix that up and you pour it over. Here we have some Chex cereal. And basically Chex cereal is just a rice cereal. It's kind of crunchy, but you could use any kind of cereal that you like. So I'm pretty sure that Chex is gluten-free, and you can get some brown rice Chex even to make it a little bit healthier. And really, at Dashing Dish, I am all about teaching people that you can eat healthy and you can still enjoy treats. You can enjoy peanut butter, you can enjoy chocolate, you can enjoy sweets. Sweets are one of my favorite things. I always say I could do without the meal any day and just enjoy some treats and just eat that all day long if I was allowed to. So I really like to make healthier spins on sweet treats. So then you mix this together, and as you can see, it's already looking so good. And again, you could probably just eat this right as is. And so the chocolate and peanut butter will begin to kind of harden and dry out a little bit, and that's what you want. It will coat that Chex mix really well. And then puppy chow is actually traditionally made with a lot of powdered sugar as a coating. So I'm going to show you a much better option for a coating than powdered sugar. Because this does have some sugar in it. It has the sugar from the chocolate chips. So we don't want to add more sugar to it than what we already have with the chocolate here. But as you can see, a little bit of chocolate in moderation is not a bad thing. So that's mostly coated there. Then to make the dry mix, I'm actually going to prepare it right in a Ziploc bag. And so that is a really simple way of doing it, and it prevents you from getting more dishes dirty, which I love. So for the dry mix, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of protein powder. Now you might be thinking, why protein powder? But with the sugar and the carbs that we have in this recipe, adding a little bit of protein in the form of protein powder helps kind of balance it out. And so it won't send your blood sugar kind of soaring and taking a dip after you try this. So I like to add protein wherever I can to recipes because it helps balance out the blood sugar. And then we have some peanut flour. And so peanut flour is really just a dry form of peanut butter, but it takes all the oils out. And so it's in the form of a flour, and it's actually really good for you. It's high in protein, low in fat because they take the oils out, and you can add it to any type of dry mix or even baking ingredients. And then we have some unsweetened cocoa powder, and that has no sweetener in it. And then we have a little bit of stevia, and stevia is just a natural sweetener. You could also use sugar in the raw or any type of dry sweetener that you like for this recipe. And I'm just going to add about a 1/2 cup to that. So the fun part about this recipe, and kids would love this, you can kind of just shake it up right in the bag to mix it. And speaking of kids, I always say I don't have children yet, but I have a husband who eats like a picky 2-year-old. And so anything that I want to see, would kids like this? Would this be family friendly? I let him try the recipe, and then I know it's a hit. So speaking of that picky 2-year-old husband, I'm going to bring him on the set here and have him help me with this recipe. Hi, sweetie.
Hey.
So I'll have you open this bag and keep it open for me. And again, this is something that would be really fun to do with kids. And then I will just kind of, just pour it into there. And if you get some on the counter, that's okay. That's half the fun of being in the kitchen. There's always a chance to clean up later.
That looks good.
This is something you would for sure like to eat.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll have you actually go ahead and kind of close it, zip it at the top, and shake it up. And then to let it kind of dry out, you can put it on a baking pan lined with foil, and that way you don't have any dishes to wash afterwards. And it only needs about 20 minutes to dry out. You could even pop it in the freezer to let that chocolate harden really well and really quickly. And you want to make sure when you put it on the baking pan, thank you for helping.
Welcome.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
When you put it on the baking pan, you want to kind of make sure that it's spread out nicely. And that way, it kind of doesn't clump up. And you can see this looks absolutely delicious. So there you go, protein-packed, healthier version of puppy chow. And like I said, if you love peanut butter and chocolate, I don't know who wouldn't love this recipe. I hope that this recipe, it was enjoyable to watch me make, but even more so when you try it, that it refreshes your body and soul. I'll see you next time.